Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're tackling a debate that is literally tearing credit card communities apart. We're looking at the mathematics of value, specifically the heavyweight bout between cashback and reward points. If you've ever just stared at your wallet wondering if you're actually getting the best deal out of that plastic, well, you are in exactly the right place.
So let's dive right in. It's the million-dollar question, right? Cashback or points? Which is mathematically better? Usually if you ask around, you get that same frustratingly vague non-answer. Well, it kind of depends. But not today. I promise you, we are cutting straight through the noise. We're going to deliver a definitive, mathematically grounded answer based on actual, real-world spending data. To get there, we've got a 5-part roadmap. We'll start with the great credit card debate, move into the case for direct cashback, and then explore the power of reward points. After that, we'll expose a really common mistake people make, and finally, we'll wrap up with the final verdict. Let's get moving.
Section 1. The Great Credit Card Debate, Cutting Through the Noise. Moving to Section 2. The Case for Direct Cashback, or as I like to call it, the undeniable power of simplicity.
This brings us to corner 1 of our matchup. We're talking about heavy hitters in the direct cashback space. Think the SBI cashback card or the Amazon Pay ICICI card. There are 3 massive advantages here. First up, guaranteed value. 1 rupee of cashback equals exactly 1 rupee saved. Simple as that. Second, there's absolutely zero expiry concern. When cashback hits your statement, it immediately reduces your bill. Things like an Amazon Pay balance, they don't expire, so there's no risk of earning all this value only to watch it poof into thin air before you use it. And third, you don't need to change your behavior at all. You just earn on the everyday spending you were already going to do, and boom, the value applies automatically.
The real game changer here is that absolutely no redemption optimization is required. None. With direct cashback, you're never scrambling to check airline seat availability, and you don't have to navigate some clunky, outdated rewards catalog. The value is locked in the very second you earn it. It is literally the ultimate, low-effort, high-consistency financial tool.
Which brings us to Section 3, the power of reward points, high ceilings and portal multipliers.
Now, welcome to Corner 2. We're talking points-based systems from players like HDFC, Axis, and Amex. While cashback is super simple, points offer this incredibly massive upside for the right user. We're talking 15 to 40% plus. Think about it. A direct cashback card usually maxes out around a 5 to 10% return, tops. But a points card? If you transfer those points to airline miles and book a premium cabin, you can hit effective return rates of 15, 30, even 40% or more on specific transactions. The premium value is totally real. But, and this is a massive but, it only works for people who actually go out of their way to actively redeem it.
So how do these cards pull off those massive numbers? It's really down to 2 mechanics. First, portal multipliers. These create exceptional earning opportunities. For instance, SmartBuy can offer 10x or even higher multipliers on hotel bookings. You're just never going to see that on a cashback card. Honestly, it's these mechanics that make paying a huge $14,750 annual fee for a premium card like Infinia totally worth it. The second mechanic is co-branded exclusivity. Take the Swiggy HDFC card. It dishes out 10% back in Swiggy credits. That's only possible because Swiggy is directly subsidizing it. This kind of brand-specific elevated earning, it's purely a points-based construct.
So let's look at them side by side. Cashback, it guarantees a solid 5 to 10% return with literally zero effort. Reward points, on the other hand, dangle a juicy 15 to 40% plus potential return, but they demand active redemption and a fair bit of travel research. It's the ultimate trade-off, really. Do you want guaranteed low-effort consistency, or are you chasing that high-ceiling, high-effort potential?
All right, let's get into Section 4, the most common mistake, or what I call the psychological and mathematical trap.
This right here is the critical turning point of our whole explainer. There is a massive, gaping mathematical flaw in how people actually use points cards in the real world. 0.20 rupees, just 20 paise. Guys, this is the downright terrible rate folks get when they hold a premium points card, like an HDFC Regalia, and then lazily redeem those points for a statement credit. It's painful. They are taking a premium currency and essentially cashing it out at the absolute floor of its value. Think about that. When you redeem at 20 paise a point, you're dealing with all the complexity, all the annoying portal navigation, and all the expiry risk of a point system, but you're getting none of the actual upside. I really want you to stop and reflect on your own habits for a second.
If you've got a Regalia card or something similar, and you're just redeeming for a statement credit at 20 paise a point, the math proves you're losing money. You would have been so much better off just using a simple, direct cashback card.
And that leads us to Section 5, the final verdict. It's all about choosing the right card for your actual behavior. The source data analyzed thousands of Indian spending profiles to figure this out. And the conclusion? It is incredibly clear. It boils down to aligning your card with how you actually spend. For the vast majority of people, we're talking everyday spenders, folks who just don't have the time to optimize, or people without regular travel plans. Your absolute winning strategy is direct cash back. You win because the value is guaranteed, one-to-one, and there is zero complexity. But for a specific minority, the frequent travelers who are actually willing to sit down and put a few hours a year into redemption research, your winning strategy is reward points. The ceiling is genuinely just so much higher if you're willing to put in the work.
There's this one quote from the source material that perfectly sums up the entire explainer. Either move up the redemption sophistication ladder or choose a cashback card that matches your actual behavior. That's the golden rule, right there. You cannot just sit in the middle. You have to align your financial tools with your actual day-to-day habits. Not those aspirational, maybe one day I'll travel to Paris habits, but what you actually do.
So I want to leave you with this thought. I want you to literally look in your wallet right now. Are you holding the right credit card for your behavior? Seriously, if you're carrying around a shiny premium points card, but you're acting like a cashback spender, you're just leaving free money on the table. It's time to run your own numbers, audit your wallet, and make absolutely sure your credit card is actually working for you. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and definitely keep learning.